Stopping war before it starts. Too often we wait until war has already erupted before we begin looking for peace. But by then, the suffering has already taken root. By then, we're overwhelmed. We choose sides. We defend or condemn. Yet in doing so, we often forget the most essential thing. The roots of war are already present, around us, within us, in our ways of thinking, in how we live day to day. Many of us don't recognize war while it is still dormant. We don't see the subtle seeds of conflict before they blossom into destruction. Only when the violence becomes undeniable do we start to pay attention. But by that time, we feel powerless. If we are truly practitioners on the path of mindfulness, we are called to see with clarity before the flames rise. Our practice is to recognize war in its earliest, most silent forms, and to act with steadiness and insight before harm is done. Through deep looking, through compassionate awareness, we can help awaken others around us. And together, we can intervene, not with blame or aggression, but with wisdom and care. It's possible to stop war before it starts. When NATO bombed Belgrade, the intention was to end ethnic violence. But violence cannot bring peace. True peace requires deep understanding. It requires seeing the roots of anger and fear long before they erupt. As practitioners, we can offer something different. We can train ourselves to perceive the seeds of division and transform them, without bombs, without cruelty. There are wars already smoldering across this planet. If you truly love peace, then let your eyes open to this reality. Let your voice, your presence, your actions help prevent the next devastation. If we want to prevent atrocities like those in Kosovo, we must offer a real alternative. We must use our insights to propose peaceful solutions, writing to lawmakers, gathering communities, offering mindful action. Peace is not passive. It is a collective meditation, practiced not only by individuals, but by nations. A taste of collective insight. There was once a young man who chose not to eat meat, not because of dogma, but out of mindfulness. He felt deeply that he could not eat the flesh of animals without great sorrow. But his father didn't understand. The boy's choice became a source of tension in the family. And yet, he couldn't force himself to eat meat just to keep the peace. But instead of reacting with anger or judgment, this young man used loving understanding. One day, he brought home a documentary, a simple video. "Dad," he said, "this is a really powerful film. I think you might appreciate it." He played the documentary for his father and the whole family. It showed animals being slaughtered. Something shifted. The father was deeply moved. He was shaken. And soon after, he chose to stop eating meat, not from obligation, but from direct understanding. This wasn't just a change of opinion. It was a moment of insight, born from experience. The son had not argued. He had not demanded. He had simply created a condition for insight to arise. That is the art of skillful means, compassion and wisdom in action. Through his gentle approach, he helped the homely nourish their seed of compassion. We may each have moments of personal insight, moments that move us deeply, but if we are alone in that insight, our impact is limited. One person's vision is not enough. The true miracle happens when that insight becomes shared, when it blossoms into collective wisdom. But remember, insight cannot be imposed. You may try to persuade others, but if it's just opinion, it will remain on the surface. Insight is not something we argue, it's something we help others see for themselves. So instead of convincing, let's create space. Let's offer opportunities. Let others arrive at the truth through their own heart, their own direct experience. That is how we build true understanding. That is how peace begins, not only in the world, but within each of us.